I'm a journalist and I'm a consultant. I've been in this industry for an awful long time. I think to show the age of that, this is my 8th drupa, and I've done more IPEXs than that. And I'm a consultant. I advise a lot of the major players in this industry on technology and marketing strategies. My first impressions of this year's drupa are that it's causing a lot of interest. There's a lot of interesting new products that show where the industry can go in the future. Unfortunately, lots of those are not available. I chose my highlights before the show started, and I did choose the HP Inkjet web press and the Kodak Stream concept press as presses or technologies that can change the industry more than anything we've seen so far. My rationale on that is that if you look at the digital presses we have at the moment, they are superb. But what they do is they eat into the low end of the offset market, where the offset printers don't really want to do printing. What I see with these new presses I mentioned is they're going to change the economics, and they'll perhaps be economical into the 8,000 to 10,000 level of offset printing, whereas the current sheet-fed high-quality digital is economical into the 2,000 to 3,000 level. The other big trend at this show is the green drupa. There is a much greater awareness of the environmental responsibility of printers these days. No one at drupa 2004 spoke about environmental conditions. Today I'm finding that's different. There's quite a lot of printers that are now 14001 certified. A lot of printers market themselves on their green approach, and they've done great things in terms of reducing their carbon footprint, in terms of power utilization, in terms of solvent usage and all these sort of things. So I think you have to do it if you want it in future to be a key player in the community. In terms of the best applications for digital print, there are so many good ones. It's interesting, to see applications that have never been printed before that suddenly become very big markets. It's all the web to print based applications are really interesting, where it's the buyer who actually does the work to specify the job, whether it's a photo book, whether it's a calendar, whether it's business stationery, all sorts of other things. It's a critical growth factor, and it's generating huge amounts of things. And the next one we're going to see much more on that is seeing the self-publishing of books, where you can create very high-quality books, where you'll work with a website, use templates, build the book up, and then order the book and have it printed at whatever cost you want. People were discussing color standards, whether Gracol or ISO was the one to go for, and as I pointed out to you, well, they're the same thing, so it's stupid to discuss this situation. Gracol 7 and Fogra under ISO 12647 is the same thing, it's just a slight difference on interpretation. But then you were saying how one of the other consultants, Bernd Zipper, was saying it didn't really matter because we were going to go for RGB workflows. Yeah, that's true, we are going to RGB workflows, but it's not good enough. RGB workflows are not device independent. We don't have accurate enough color in RGB. We specify color too early, and it's device dependent upon the nature of how we created the color rather than how we want to output it. The future of color is using spectral data rather than RGB data, and that probably means we're going to have to convert from 8-bit to 16-bit workflows. So look forward to drupa 2012 as the 16-bit workflow drupa. This is going to be a data-driven industry. Everything is going to be database driven, it's going to be computer driven, and the specialists who are going to make the money, who are going to be the critical people in making companies successful, are those who understand IT technology, who can utilize IT technology, can do the personalized one-to-one marketing information. If I was coming into this industry now, I would be concentrating heavily on becoming a real IT specialist for print, because that's where the future is.